Wednesday, did you get any rain yesterday? Well, if you didn't, we have another chance today. Here's a live look at our First Alert radar network. If we zoom in here at the Baton Rouge Metro, not seeing any rain near us quite yet. Actually, most of the activity has been around the coast this morning. You can see we had a couple of storms try to make their way inland, but they're starting to fizzle out. Starting to see a few pop-up showers near Des Almond, but most of the activity has been off towards the east into the south this morning. But that's not going to be the case by the time we get into the afternoon. So I've got the Futurecast model paused here around lunchtime, already starting to see a few isolated showers popping up. Then by the time we get into the afternoon, more widespread scattered shower activity expected around our peak daytime heating hours, 3 o'clock into the afternoon. Now again, not everybody will get in on some rain, but we certainly have another round expected through the afternoon, right on through the evening. So here's 6 o'clock, kind of similar to yesterday. We had a few isolated showers still around the area. Then by the time we get after dark, we should start to see things trending drier overnight into tomorrow morning. But then we've got another round of this expected for Thursday. I think we'll start out dry for Thursday morning. Here's 7 o'clock. But then again, by the time we get into the afternoon, we get the sunshine, we get the heating, watching for scattered showers and storms again through the afternoon, right on through around 3 o'clock. Now notice model's not showing this to be very widespread, so it's very hit and miss through the afternoon, but for the most part you should run into a shower through the next several days, really. Here's 6 o'clock, again, showing some scattered showers and storms. Then by the time we get into after dark, we lose the daytime heating, we lose the energy, so we trend drier, but also looks cloudy going into Friday. So I've got rain chances posted at 50% right on through Friday, the end of the work week, and through the weekend. So that's Easter weekend. We're talking about numerous showers and storms for Saturday, and on Easter Sunday, then, well, we turn drier for early next week. So we're giving you the first alert for rain possible both Saturday and Sunday for Easter Sunday. So we're right in between our high resolution models. So this is still the European model, not great at quite showing you the details. So tonight into tomorrow, we'll get a better idea of what the timing will look like for Saturday and Sunday. But now we're watching a cool front developing, showers and storms out ahead of it. So we are expected a round of showers and storms into the afternoon, then right on through Sunday. The question mark is going to be how long does that rain linger into Sunday before we turn drier and also cooler going into early next week. But in terms of rain amounts, we certainly need the rain. We're experiencing abnormally dry conditions and drought conditions across the state of Louisiana. So through the next week, this is valid through next Wednesday, on average, we could see rain totals of 1 inch to 3 inches. You can kind of see this bullseye right around the Baton Rouge Metro of 3 inches, and that's likely just because the pattern is showing storms popping up around in that same area. But we could certainly see some locally higher amounts in some of those storms. Then as we get closer to the coast, looking more like 1 inch to ½ inch. But we'll certainly welcome the rainfall because we need it, although it may be you may need a backup plan for the weekend for Easter Sunday. Live look outside in our Sky 9 camera. This is facing downtown. All that you can see right now are some puffy clouds. That's an indication that we have the moisture and we have the heat to build some storms this afternoon. Already 79 degrees at the Baton Rouge Metro Airport. We have winds coming out of the south, pumping in that moisture and pumping in that heat. So yeah, another warm day, temperatures climbing into the mid-80s, and then I've got scattered rains through the afternoon, decreasing as we go into the evening hours, temperatures running into the 70s, and eventually back into the upper 60s, making for another mild and muggy start for, well, tomorrow. So I've got rain chances continuing through the rest of the work week into the weekend. That includes Easter Sunday, but the good news is we do